I wanted to say that before I came here, I already was in Peru and I experienced a lot of physical reactions through ayahuasca, and I was, I think, more afraid of that. So I learned that I had to vomit a lot. I don't know if this is something a lot of people would like to know, but I think it's good to know that even vomiting, the first day I vomited so much and I was feeling like I'm so ashamed and everything, but it actually helped the others get free with that and vomit also and release the pain and some situations. So I think if somebody is afraid of physical reactions to the ayahuasca, it's okay because you feel safe in the group and you can just let go and let the procedure heal you. And this is something I wanted to say, that was I was scared of that, but after I learned in the first ceremony that I had to vomit again, I understood it's because I didn't let go. So from the second ceremony, when I started to let go, and I was like always vomiting, but from the second ceremony I realized I just have to let go and surrender. It didn't happen anymore. So I think sometimes the things we have to deal are hurting us, also in a physical way, but it's a cleansing experience and we should all be thankful about that and just let go. I think my tip to everybody is to surrender, give in, trust you. I trusted you, and I trusted ayahuasca and the whole procedure, and I think that was the main thing I learned here, to let go and trust.
This is the main lesson with ayahuasca, to let go. Because if you don't let go and you want to control, you will have the bad trip. But it's you trying to control. And ayahuasca will put more pressure until finally you are tired of yourself. And it's so quick when you let go. It's like literally you change the channel from a terror movie to a very nice movie. It's so automatic that you realize how the control is affecting your everyday life, in every little situation of your everyday life. This is what we need to apply now when you go back to your house, to your city, how to see yourself and let go. Don't go against the flow. And you will realize how much easier is your life, how much better you feel. And also, not everybody vomit. That is important.
Yes,
Some people never vomit. But if you feel that you need to vomit, it's fine because it's a cleansing and it's not food what you are vomiting. You are vomiting blockages. You are cleansing your system, so welcome. Don't need to be afraid of that.
And it was funny, after you were vomiting the first night, and you were maybe embarrassed and worried you were bothering other people, the next night so many of us wanted to be next to you on your mattress because we're like, if she can do it, we can do it too. Maybe she'll show us how, like we won't be embarrassed. So it was funny, like everybody was trying to get on those mattresses.
And this helped me too.
Yeah, and I also feel like, I guess we did 4, experiences. 2 out of those for me, I would say were quite dark and I struggled through them quite a lot. But then 2 of them were absolutely incredible and really opened my mind, and it was I feel like the sort of coaching in between and the workshops really helped all of us to see that the experiences which were quite dark, where we didn't open, actually were really telling us something as well, and that that reflected or represented maybe something that we were blocking. And I feel like without those workshops, we wouldn't have been able to have felt like a bad experience was actually a good experience. Yeah.
Nicely said.
As a couple, when we went first to Peru, we were scared, really scared as hell. because we were married 3 years ago, and you never know. You didn't know what is coming out, you know. And as it was really excellent, a huge experience, which I didn't want to miss at all. So we decided to come to the Spirit Wine Retreat, and nevertheless we were not so scared like the first time, but it was scary enough for us.
I think we
Yeah.
felt more connected every time that you actually connect because you find out things about your partner you didn't know, but you understand a lot more about each other.
From
It's true.
your heart open.
Yeah, from the
yes,
heart
that's
opening and the
totally true.
ayahuasca. And
So you are growing together.
yes, I think
Yes,
we're becoming
yes.
more one.
Yes.
And we have another couple in the retreat. So were you afraid also?
We're feeling new into our relationship for only about coming up to a year just after this retreat. I was extremely nervous. I've done a lot of research about ayahuasca. Obviously, you should do a lot of research about ayahuasca and the retreats that you want personally. Everybody hears the horror stories about coming and doing an ayahuasca retreat and then quitting the job and going to live in the Amazon, or splitting up with your partner. I think don't be afraid of that. I think know what you want. Like, I knew that I loved Jake from the get-go, and I feel like he knew that he loved me from the get-go, right? So I feel like it's just been totally amplified. All my worries are totally gone. When I came and saw you guys, I was like, oh sweet, they've done one before, sweet, it has no dramas, and that gave me comfort too. And I looked to you guys and I was just like, alright, cool, it'll be okay, it'll all be okay. And coming in here, Sylvia and Tio, and feeling completely nurtured from the get-go. You're on your own personal journey, so like nobody can take that away from you, and you might experience some really horrible things, but you're probably going to experience something even greater than that, like self-empowering, and hearing your stories and yours, Tio, in the workshops, like hearing just a little bit of insight about where you've come from and where you're going, it just gave you empowerment. So I've got this, you've got this, we've all got this, right? That's how I felt anyway. Thank you.
So Jake, what was your challenge?
Challenge coming in, I was concerned, as with Anna, about coming in as a couple, finding out things that we might not have known before and seeing how it sort of went. But coming out of it, really, we just feel even stronger than what we did going in. It's a good feeling. Also, personally, coming into it, I was just looking for a bit of self-growth and where I wanted to go in life, and I've had quite a few insights into what I want to do and how I want to move forward with just various things, friends, family especially.
For 2 years I was completely stuck in my life, also my business life, and also a little bit with my family in a private life. And the 4 sessions, the 4 ayahuasca ceremonies and the workshops, they helped me totally 100% to get out of it. And I solved the problem with my father, which was, as a matter of fact, really easy at the end of the thing. And also in my business life, I know right now what to do. And for me, it was really, I've never said this before, life-changing.
If you think on somebody you really love, a family member or a very close friend, would you recommend to this person to come
Already
here?
have.
Definitely, yes.
100%.
Everybody,
Positive.
everybody.
I wish I could get everybody to come.
Yeah.
We will carry the whole world here.
Yes?
Yes.
I want to repeat something that I mentioned yesterday, the quote from Brian Tracy that said that when people are interested, they do what is convenient, and when they're committed, they do whatever it takes. And I was giving props to everyone who did whatever they could. Some people are tied with money, they plan ahead, but they figured out a way to come here. And this is like the fun part. It's a long way. I mean, you guys came from Australia, you know, in Europe and in everywhere, and there's a lot for you to go. Yeah, just click. Okay, I'm signing up. I'm making a deposit. Okay, I'm buying the ticket. Okay, now what is this? So it's a full process. But if that's your goal, to reach a higher level of consciousness, no one's gonna do for you until the matrix really happens and just download. Ooh, high consciousness, awesome. You're gonna have to work for it. And I want to share something that I haven't shared too many times. I feel my heart pounding because it's emotional for me. My mom told me growing up, so she kind of ingrained that in my head. She told me, Gustavo, you're very special. You were born to shine. And I agree and disagree with her, because by any means I'm not special. I don't think anyone's special, but I believe that not only me, but everyone was born to shine. Like, whoever's watching this, you're born to shine too, but you have to choose that you want to shine, and you're willing to put the work and commit. Because if you're just interested, maybe this is not for you. If you're just interested, I'll see what's up. I go there, hang out at the beach, do some ayahuasca. Don't come. I think you're gonna waste your time. But if you're really committed to take your life to another level, I don't have any other experience with ayahuasca, but I already told I'll be back here in 6 months, and I plan on be coming back here for a while, because I'm committed. And this is, I was telling Dave yesterday, it's like after 44 years, after working a lot on myself, I don't know if you have that feeling, or I'm finally waking up a little bit for life. You see, like, oh wow, I see, you know, we're just crawling in this. This is just the beginning of the process. So if you think that you're gonna have the magic pill, I have good news and bad news. The bad news is that they don't exist. You know, the magic pill doesn't exist. But the good news is that if you put the work and you let go, I think you can really reach another level and shine. I think that's why the world is such a dark place. So many souls are not shining, and so many negative things happen. And I think that the connection that we have is just more souls shining. I think it'll be a lot brighter world, in my opinion.
A happy place.
Yeah. Happy place.
Good, you gave me good thumbs.
The last question. Well, the day after ayahuasca, we all are here, take it easy, because we work in the group to integrate, but the day after we allow the group to go to the beach or to go to the waterfalls. Do you think it's a good idea?
Yep.
Yes.
Definitely.
The waterfall is beautiful.
Yeah.
I love the waterfall.
Yeah, I think it's also really nice because, you know, the retreat here is just absolutely beautiful, to a point where sometimes it doesn't really feel real. So for me, just getting off site every now and again and going to the beach or the waterfall, it kind of felt like you were just going back into the real world just a little bit during the experience, and I found that very grounding. And I think that also helps when we leave today and we go back into the world. So I found that a very nice experience, just to kind of ground you. Yeah.
The most beautiful beaches of Brazil, in my opinion.
They were beautiful.
In combination with the jungle, so what can be better?
Yeah.
Interesting thing is that one of the beaches at Tacarezinho, the long one, I went all the way to the tip, which was probably about half an hour walk, and I did have an insight and made a decision during the walk. And so, even though we got the playtime going to the beach, but if you want your alone time to insight, you can get that too. And we can have insights in different moments, not only here.
Well, thank you everybody. It was a pleasure to have you here. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you so much.